distributors. And it was so obvious, I couldn't figure it out. Well, I think it was obvious because some of those would come and they would go. So as I studied all of these companies, I thought, there is a huge gap in the industry. It is enormous. People need a pro-distributor network marketing company that puts them first and pays the company second. I saw products that were not delivered on time, and this probably goes back to owners taking too much money, perhaps too much debt, or a combination of both. They wouldn't deliver the products on time, the commissions wouldn't come on time, they wouldn't come accurately, and distributors became disheartened and disenfranchised, and they moved on to another company, and that one faded away. And this gap grew, and I did a lot of political fundraising, and I watched those guys and saw some of the needs of America. I watched the economy. It fell. I was blessed to make a little bit of money and be able to sit back and really think about these things. And as I thought about this, along with my experience at Wireless City and what I had seen, and the millionaires, 20% roughly, that worked at Wireless City, that we created, I thought, franchise fees are expensive, but what if we can do something and put the distributor first that everybody can afford? What if we can do something that caters to the masses? What if we can do something that doesn't just stretch across the country in a few states, but goes all over the world? I came up with an idea for a company called Pure 3X. I once heard a wise man say it's all about knowing what you don't know. You know, and there was a lot I didn't know. First thing I did is I hired the #1 network marketing attorney in the world, Grimes and Reese. Maybe you've heard of them. They're up in Idaho, and they travel the world speaking on this. They're responsible for some of the companies that you've heard of, the biggest companies out there. They're responsible for their compensation plans. They're honest. They're expensive. They're very honest. We hired the best. We hired the absolute best. We have to surround ourselves with the absolute best. And the attorney was important. We hired the best CPAs. We hired the best formulators for the product. We attracted, and I was blessed enough to begin working with the 2 best network marketers in the country, Rick Hager and Larry Lanteri. Give them a round of applause. The company Pure 3X, the name, symbolizes what we stand for. The compensation plan is the absolute simplest out there. I wanted a compensation plan where I can get on the elevator with somebody on the 1st floor and explain to you what it means, and you understand it by the time we get to the 15th floor. It's my elevator sales pitch, and you can do it with this, and they'll understand it. It's absolutely one of the simplest. I always say simplicity is the new competitive advantage, and I believe that. That is our competitive advantage. Everybody can do it. It's duplicable. So I surrounded myself with the best. And there's a lot that I know that I don't know. And as I surround myself with better and better people, I'll tell you, after last night, after meeting some of you, I think we could solve some of the country's biggest problems just with you guys, let alone run a network marketing company. We're going to take this across the world. We're going to build $1 billion company. We're going to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in commissions out to you. I'm going to see if we can go through just 2 slides that outline what I experienced as I went through this. There were, as I spent a little bit of time on the political trail, which I loved. It reminds me kind of this. I just absolutely love meeting people. My mentor would stand up and say, I am running my campaign on 3 things. 3 pillars, he called it. A strong military, a strong economy, and built on a strong family. Those 3 things. I thought, boy, that really is simple. That's powerful, and there's obviously more to it than that. But those are 3 very, very important things in the country. And I don't care what side of the political aisle you fall on, we all care about that. And he ran and would do an event every week, and he would repeat himself and repeat himself and repeat himself, and people got it very quickly. And he was right, because you want to know who else ran their campaign and their presidency on those same 3 things? Ronald Reagan. Go back and watch his speeches. Read what he wrote. He said, I need a strong economy, a strong military, and strong families and had a successful 8 years, most people would say, right? So as I studied these companies, I kept that in mind. Too many owners, I mentioned this, 7, 8, 9 owners. There's one owner in Pure 3X and you're looking at him. We don't have to wait weeks to get something approved. Decision-making happens quickly. Nothing has to be run up the flagpole. If you have a problem, call me. How many in here have tried calling me and not gotten either an instant response or I've answered right away? Is there anybody that has tried? How many people have called me and we're around, we're available, we're here to help you? Say aye. Aye. I give myself to you. This is your company. One thing I'm going to say, and I'll bet that no other founder would say this, so write it down. I'm not here to collect a paycheck off of you. In fact, I promise to you right here and now, I haven't taken a dime out of this company for personal use, and I won't for the remainder of 2010 at least. We're going to use every dime to go back into new products, to go back into commissions, to make sure the company's healthy and you're healthy. My day will come. I'll be okay. It's you first, us last. And that's my promise to you. You can go out with all the confidence in the world. I want you to tell your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister about this. We're going to change some lives. You can rest your head here, link arms with me, and we're going to go all the way to the top with this thing, and no one's credibility is going to be ruined. We're around for the long haul. We're well-funded. We're zero debt. This is about you. No company would let me look at their books. I tried. They wouldn't let me. But they've got debt. All of them. We started in the black from day one. We'll always be in the black. We own the product. We own everything about it. We own the copyrights. We pay for everything cash. Every commission check is going to clear the bank. Every product is going to arrive on time. I can't promise there won't be a few hiccups. But I will promise you we'll fix it quicker than any other company would fix something. And I'll fix it personally. I mentioned the compensation plan changing. I can barely believe a company would launch and change their compensation plan 3 months, 6 months, a year, 10 years after they launch. I mean, it's just the oldest trick in the book. Get everybody involved, get them hooked, get them stuck, and change the compensation plan. Some of you have asked, well, how do we know, Andrew, that you're not going to change the compensation plan? We're going out there. We're talking to a lot of people. There's a lot of lives on the line. What if you change the compensation plan in 6 months, 10 months, and we're left with half what you promised? We pay up to $96 for every $150 that comes in. We're healthy, and you're healthy. That's 64%. And I'll say this right now into the camera, wherever it is. We will not lower the compensation plan ever. Ever. I can't promise we won't change it because we've actually improved the compensation plan. So we're going the opposite direction. So I'll say we will not lower the compensation plan ever. Not only is this an opportunity that's excellent today, it's an opportunity that's going to be excellent forever. And you can know that. That's job security. It's not going to change. $6 to $8, that's where it stands. It isn't fair. It isn't right. I see companies that cut off the entire network marketers completely. We heard this week or last week. It's unbelievable to me. This is a company that we're really going to put integrity first. The hood's open. If you guys have any questions afterwards, I'm happy to answer any of them. I'll answer as honestly as I can. Lack of communication, I talked about this. I think I can speak for Rick and Larry when I say we're available. We're here for you. We're supportive. We'll do anything.